First off, I've got a couple great big announcements we're going to be making today.
That's right. Wait till you hear.
That's right. Let's get to it. First off, there's no live today, Sunday. Why? Because on Wednesday we're doing... Is it
New
Wednesday
Year's
or is it
Eve.
Tuesday?
Tuesday night, I guess. Tuesday night for New Year's Eve. We're going to be going, but not for 12 hours.
Yep, so check out. We already got that up. And we're going to have a special guest.
We are. We're going to have Katie and Amso Ledman.
That's right. So that'd be kind of special. So come on and check that out. We're not coming on too super late. We're not going to stay too late either. So go out and look for that and go check that out. What else we got going on is, I already told you, no live today on Sunday. So this is it for the live. But we're going to have a major announcement. We've been talking about this for probably
At least 2 years.
And you probably could see by the title there that it said something about veterans. What the heck is going on with veterans? We've got our special announcement. We have our 501c3 all set up now and ready to go. So we're getting ready to start doing some bike builds for veterans. And how that's all going to work is, one, you can check out our new website right here. Got that up, just came up yesterday. And I sent that out to all the board members first so they could kind of see it before the general public did. So we're all ready to get started with this. And how this is all going to work is a couple of different ways. One, you can donate money, which this is a non-for-profit, so it's tax deductible right here at the end of the year. So if you need to get something in, and you need to get something going, you can send money to that. And what we're going to be doing with this money is we're going to be buying motorcycles. We're going to be buying some HARLEY-DAVIDSONS. Nothing new, some good used bikes we're going to be looking for. And if you have a good used bike, you can donate that to Bob and Tam, and it'll be going to our bike builds for vets.
For vets.
Yep. So you already seen that down there. It flashed up again. So to let you know that that's going to be going on, we've got a few dealerships out here that already said that they are very, very interested in working with us. The bikes don't have to be in perfect running condition. We want them kind of more sound engine-wise, transmission-wise, but if it needs minor work, we can take care of that. But we're looking for stuff, if it needs a little bit of body work, we've actually got one of our subscribers that said he could do some paint work and stuff for us and fix us up. We're not looking out for necessarily total bikes, but we may be doing that because if we end up getting some good amount of donations into the group, and this is totally separate from the Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures. So here, this is our YouTube channel. That's going to be our non-for-profit for the veterans. And so how that's all going to work is we're going to rely on the American Legion and also the VFW and some of the other veteran organizations to give us these people that might be interested in this. What we're looking for is like guys and gals that might have PTSD. All of us that ride motorcycles know how when it's so relaxing and
very tranquil while you're out on the bike, that wind therapy in your face, and you just kind of let all the cares go behind you.
So we thought that, this would be a great way. We got this idea of doing this back when, if any of you watch Adam Sandoval, many moons ago when he started out doing the rides to all the dealerships and had rides and all that kind of stuff. Well, we're getting a little too old to be doing that kind of stuff. So we thought, hey, we got the shop now, we got a lift, we got a bunch of cool stuff. So, hey, we can do this and we can give these bikes out.
We can give back to those who served for us and our freedoms and our country.
And that's what this is all going to be about. So everything is all non-for-profit. You can actually search us out already, and it kind of shows our board members and stuff. Our two daughters are on it, and some of our subscribers out here, a couple of you guys are on there too. So it's got a variety of different people that's going to be monitoring what we're doing. Plus, the IRS and the government also is going to be looking at this too to make sure we're not spending wasteful money and not doing properly. So all this is legit. We've got it all up, and it's all running. You can already do a search on it, and there'll be more information as we start spending money and getting money. So right now we don't have any money yet. The money we've spent is actually the Bob and Tam's money we've taken out and paid for to get it all started up. It cost about $1,000 to get a 501c going. We did it all ourselves. Then we had to get the website up, and that was another $300 or $400 to get that going. We did that. I actually built it myself. I used an AI program and got that all up, so it's pretty good. And what we've got for the donations is a place called Zeffy. I think I've got it right.
Yep.
And what they do is they work it to where there's no money taken out of our money. So when you want to give us $50, you want to give us $100, or you want to sign up and give $25 a month, or whatever you want to do to our non-for-profit, they don't take any fees out of it. But what they do is they ask for a tip. So when you go down, you want to make sure you look at that, because I think they charge about 16 or 18% of what the money you have. Now you can change that. You can put 0, You can give them $5, you can give them whatever you want. But the idea of why they do that is because they're trying to give it to where they're nonprofits. They have over 50,000 nonprofits that they do this for. That way the nonprofit gets the full money that you deserve. You know, we're also going to go with Venmo. We're going to set up a Venmo account there. But, you know, they're going to pull 2 or 3% out of the money, and they're also going to charge us fees and stuff like that. So we're not getting 100% of that money. Yes, you get it as a tax write-off, but we're not going to get that full amount of the money for us to do the bike builds.
And PayPal's kind of the same way. They
Yes.
take money out and fees and whatever. So if you give $50, we might only get $45. I don't know.
Now, we do have another way. On here actually has the address of the shop. Don't come knocking on the door because we're not there most of the time. But you can mail checks out to us. You can mail a check out. You can fill it out to Bikes Builds for Veterans. We'll put it down here again. And you can mail us the check. And then we can mail you back a receipt for it, so you can take it off your taxes and stuff like that. So you can do that too. If you want to donate a bike to us, Harley Davidson, we're not looking for anything that's actually a barn find. We're not looking for anything like that. You know, maybe
a 1905, no.
maybe if we get bigger and get going, we can maybe do some projects like that and give away to veterans, or maybe we'll auction them off, or we'll raffle them off. Because one of the things if some of you have been seeing that video a guy put up about people doing raffles and stuff on motorcycles and stuff, a lot of that is not legit. Some states do allow it, some states don't. There's a lot of red tape. That's why we wanted to do this 501c, because we wanted to do it to where if we decide to do a raffle, because we actually have somebody that's in Eureka Springs, Jeff is thinking about buying us a bike, and he wants us to maybe raffle it off during Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue down there and give it away. Well, in that case there, we can do it because we run it through the nonprofit, and all that money is documented, it's all taken care of, and it doesn't matter, hey, if we only raise $1,000, then it's a $5,000 bike. That's what we raised. That's the best we got out of it.
That's
so
right.
It's not like we're going to try to hold on to a bike till it gets the maximum. If we put a date that, hey, we're raffling this bike off, and we're not going to make you buy a hat, or we're not going to make you buy a T-shirt. It's going to be a $25 ticket or a $10 ticket or whatever it is. Or maybe one of the dealers will give us a brand new bike. Maybe it'll be a $100 ticket that we'll be doing. You know, I don't know for what we're going to do with the raffles. We do have that option in our 501 that we can raffle off. We can also have subscriptions, to where if you want, already on our website, when you click on the donation, you can actually sign up for a monthly donation. Right now, the way we've got it set up is 100% of the money is going to be spent on the bike builds. So the only expense that's going to be taken out is transportation. So if I have to go pick a bike up, bring a bike back, deliver the bike, that's going to be the expense that's going to come out of, you know, because it's extra expense that I don't need. Other than we're going to have a phone. We're going to go pick that up today because we want to be able to give you guys a phone number that you can call and ask questions if you want. If there's something you didn't understand in this video, you'll be able to call us. This phone number that we'll give out is only for the bike builds. It has nothing. Don't call us about Bob and Tam and say, hey, where are you guys at today? Da, 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 da. You need to text us. You need to email us to get that phone number. So it's 2 separate businesses. One's a non-for-profit, one's our YouTube channel. So how you're going to know everything that's going on in the bike builds for our vets is through our YouTube channel. So that will be how we do make our money.
Or through the website, so we can go to the website, and then we'll be putting up there when and if we get a bike, and who we end up giving it to, and how we found them, and all that stuff.
So all that great information will be out there for you. So as soon as we get the first bike, we'll start, you know, I don't know how many bikes we're going to do a year. Could be 2 or 3, could be a couple dozen. So what happens is in this lull time when I have nothing going on, we're trying to figure out things to do. That's one of the reasons we wanted to fly to the rallies this year in 2025.
So we'll be home more.
That's right. So we can be out there. We come back. I have time to start working on the bikes, getting them fixed up, locating them. Like right here, when we get to Vegas, we've already got a couple of the dealerships there. So they are very interested. So there might already be a bike by the end of January. We may be coming home 1st of February with our first bike. And that may happen. We do have some other companies out here that are willing to give us parts to help us build the bikes, so it's not a lot of expense has to come out. Most of the money, I believe, is going to come from us needing to buy bikes to give away.
To getting those bikes to give to the veterans.
But we're not going to give them away. It's not going to be us go pick you or pick somebody, go, hey, I got a great vet. We're not going to do
Pick
that.
our brother-in-law. No,
We want to make sure it's people that we really don't know. Maybe when we do find these people, they're like, hey, I've been watching you guys for years at home. And we're just hoping that we can give these bikes out We want to be able to follow the people over the years afterwards and follow up with them. We want to be there when they deliver the bike to them and show it to them and all this great stuff and let them ride it and all that kind of great stuff. And that's what we really want to do. We want to give back. We want to be able to show you guys and girls all the great, what kind of help this could give to them. And we think this is a great project that we can work on that's not going to be too major, because I'm not a motorcycle mechanic. There's a lot of stuff I can do. I've never really torn the motor. We're getting ready to tear the chopper down. And that'll be my first experience. Ray across the street says he really wants to help me. He's the one that's been there, that we did the exhaust on his bike a couple months back. Just had his bike in the other day. He changed tire for the first time, a back tire. He was doing it in the garage, and I'm like, bring it over to the shop. And we got over there and got it all lined up and got it all fixed for him. But, you know, we're not typically motorcycle mechanics, but I do have a lot of different people that want to help. If it ends up being we need a motor, we can always take that motor off and we can take it up to speeds, and they'll work on it for us over the year and things like that. So there is things like that that we can get done outside. But we want to try to get stuff that we can turn pretty quick. So if you've got that motorcycle sitting in the shed that you're not using anymore, and it's a Harley, it hasn't been started for a couple of years, you know, you can contact us. We're also looking at right now a trucking company, and we'll have that information in the next month or so to be able to tell you that we're hoping that this trucking company that we have will be out picking up those motorcycles for us. So they'll bring us to us so we don't have to go real long distance. That would save us the gas money, saves us expenses that we want to put on. We're not going to get paid on our non-for-profit. We're not taking any money out for the shop, for the electric or the water or anything like that, because I'm already paying that anyway, because we still have the trailer in there and there's still stuff there. It's just a section there that we're using for the bike work and stuff like that, and storage for the bikes that we'll have. So that's all there. Like I said, other than a phone, and keeping up with the internet, because there's a fee for that every year, $400 or $500 to keep GoDaddy happy, to keep it up there. So that'll have to be paid.
Keep the website up.
So that'll have to be paid. But other than that, we're not really looking at any other expenses. Just got done talking to Crazy Horse Campground, and he just told us the other day, he said when I was telling him about our 501c3 that we just got going, our non-for-profit for bikes, he said, hey man, get a banner, I'll put it up on the fence for you for free. So we may have an expense there, unless somebody out there has somebody that does banners.
Makes banners?
Once again, tax write-off. Could make us up some banners that we could take around to some of these venues that we have. Because imagine 99.9% of the people that we deal with, dealerships, things like that, would allow banners to be put up.
I'm sure Camp Easy Ride would do that also.
So there's a lot of different places that would. I know we haven't got a hold of everybody yet. I know Willie down at the Chopper Time show down in Daytona, he actually wanted to come out once we start doing it. He wants to come out and visit us and check out what we're doing and stuff. So I know we can advertise it down there. Just a whole lot. I know when we get over to the Buffalo Chip,
Rod
will be glad to help us out too. So we've got a lot of connections, and that's kind of why we kind of waited to do this a little bit into what we did, because now we have this great relationship with all these businesses and everything all over the United States.
Lots of awesome people we know.
And we're hoping all of those want to jump on board and help us build these bikes. And we'll see how it all turns out. We're hoping for the best. We're hoping that, hey, maybe by the end of January here, we'll have our first bike, and we'll start getting things going and stuff. So if you've got something like that that's sitting around, contact us, send us some pictures, tell us a little bit about the bike. Like I say, we're mainly looking at Harley-Davidsons, and the reason we're looking at that is because that's how I can get parts for her. You know, even though if it's a little bit older bike, we can get parts from JP Cycles. We can also get it through, what's the other company that's out there that said they do stuff with it?
The Twin Missionaries.
And they have a lot of connections with a lot of those suppliers that said they would help us. V-Twins Missionary is actually a veteran
organization
also. And when we told them a couple of years ago, they're like, hey, you guys get this going, we'll jump on board with you guys too.
They said, you let us know what parts you need, we'll send them to you, and we'll be more than happy to help
you.
And
we're not making custom bikes. We're going to make bikes that are just good running bikes. They're safe to ride. You know, if it needs new tires, we'll put tires on them. We'll do whatever it takes to where they can have it for a couple of years and never have to spend a dime on it if they don't want to. And we're giving them free away. And some of you may want, we had a few people, as we've talked on our channel, that might want to step up and help. Once we deliver the bike, maybe they'll pay the sales tax for them. Because even though the bike's free, there's still a value on the bike, and they'll have to pay tax on whatever that bike's worth.
And registration and license and
so
things
some
like
of you
that.
have stepped up and said, we might want to do that for those guys and
Those
girls.
veterans.
So that we'll see how that all works out. If you do, you know, that's not something now you have to make a decision on because we don't have a bike yet. We just wanted to make this big announcement. You can go to the website now. It's all up and running. I'm really proud of it. It turned out really, really good. It kind of gives us our mission statement of what we're all about. And what we want to do is we were this close in 1980, 79, 80, going into the military. We were all signed up.
Gonna go in the Air Force.
We were going to be the buddy system, and somebody offered me a job, and we took that. And I wish today I would have gone in, because back then I would have stayed in for the 20 years and came out and done it. And we never got to do that. So this is a way, a little part of what we can do to give back to our veterans.
That gave their lives, part of their lives for us, and to keep our country safe and protected all these years. So that's our way to thank them and to give back.
And behind us you can see the logo. I don't know, I made that logo up real quick. I don't know if that's what we're going to keep. I actually made it off the internet too, off an AI system, set it up. I'm learning a little bit about AI. And so that's going to be kind of the logo for right now until I can come up with something else, or if somebody else wants to design it. We don't want to do like the Bob and Tams that I had to spend $1,000 to get those little cartoon guys made up. We're not looking to spend, we're trying to keep any expenses for the bike builds to be as minimum to zero. Because the idea is I would love to give 100%. You know, somebody might come along here and say, hey, I want to pay your phone bill a month. I want to buy the banners, whatever it takes to where it can always be 100%. And like I said, we've already spent some money out of our account through Bob and Tams that we've made this year to use towards this, to get this going for us.
To get it up and running.
And so we're really proud, really excited about it. You're going to be hearing a lot more about it. Most of the information that we have, you'll see on our Facebook page, Bob and Tams, and you'll also see on our YouTube channel. I'm not looking at this time to doing different, because it's just too much going on. So the idea of this was originally is to give me some content too.
For the Bob and Tam channel.
Because when it gets so slow, we got nothing going on. I'm just kind of piddling around, doing this and that. And hey, if I could do this, and we could film this, showing us going to get the bikes, picking up the bikes, working on the bikes, what we're going to do. Maybe we'll let you guys make decisions on what we're going to do to some of the bikes. Maybe it needs a new seat. Should we contact Saddleman, or should we call Mustang and see which way we should go? You know, maybe you have that exact same bike and go, oh, I love the seat that I have on here. And we may get other people like Rick Rack might step up and say, hey, we want to give a cup holder, we want to give a phone holder, and things like that they want to give to us to mount on some of the bikes. And we would do that. That's not a problem, but we're not looking to go out and get stuff like that if we have to spend the money, because the idea is to give them a bike to help them with the issues that they have, to make them, you know, just like all of us. I used to do that all the time. Anytime I was kind of aggravated, I'd jump on my bike and I'd just ride. And it was just, you all know that, how that works.
Yep. It's just, like they said, it's wind road therapy.
And at that, I've already talked way too long, gave you way too much information. Here's the website again. You can go to the new Bob and Tams. It's come over and added to our 501c3, which is called Bike Builds for Vets. We had to do the 4 because everything else was taken. So this is the big announcement that I wanted to make, because I've been talking about this for the last 2 years, and we've been talking this year that my goal was by January 1st.
And you did it.
So with that,
thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you guys later. Tuesday. It's the problem of being retired. So New Year's Eve night, we will be live with AMSoil Adam.
Just say December 31st.
There you go. Check it out. You can find the times. It's already posted, and we'll see you all on then.
There you go.